Oh man, what's up YouTube? Today is a pretty solid day, I would say. Got a lot done, pretty productive, and I'm pretty proud of the effort I put in. But obviously there's so much room for improvement. I don't really know what this video is going to be. I don't know what I should talk about. I don't even know if it's going to be a real talk, kind of like the series I have on this channel. But I want to talk about something important because this channel is mainly dedicated to help people who were like me when I needed help the most. So that's what I'm going to do. And I want to talk about this right now. Where do I even begin, man? I get my acceptance letter for my desired course in 5 days, or around that time, about a week's time. And honestly, I'm scared, but I'm not really scared. I'm kind of calm. Not because I don't care, but just because I know the effort I put in and I have faith in God that He didn't bring me this far for no reason. Please pray for me, but again, it's up to God, but I would appreciate that from you guys. But during the semester of achieving my goal, I don't know if I've shared it explicitly, but I'll give a little bit of context about it on this channel. I was straight up in the worst fucking conditions to succeed. Like, I'm not even joking. I'll give you a brief example. I don't know if you could roughly see that. Let me just position this properly. I don't know if you could see that. And there was so much more. Like, I'm talking about emotional abuse. I was on the verge of being homeless at one point. A lot of stuff was going down. I could go on and on about it, but that's just wasting time. And I want to get into the main purpose of this video is why you need to rise above your environment. You hear on social media all the time, if you're trying to achieve your goals, just cut the wrong people off. Or if you're trying to do this, get out of your environment and go to places where it will help you move forward. But if you're anything like me and you genuinely can't do that, the most I could do was just basically live at my university's library and pull all-nighters there pretty much like, I don't know, once a week. Yeah, probably not the most ideal thing, but even if I wasn't doing that, I was just there all day, every day, just studying my ass off. But even then, I still had to come back to my home when I literally couldn't sleep because this environment was so chaotic. This was completely dysfunctional. Even right now as I'm recording, they're being chaotic, but again, it's no excuse. So you might be asking, how did I rise above it? And how did I push forward regardless of all the noise and all the bullshit? And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm still struggling, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not perfect. But I will say it kind of came down to this. The first and most important thing of it all. You need to understand that you're on your path. It's easy to get mad at people who kind of feel like they're an obvious distraction. Like, they're directly in your way. And all you want to do is lash out, complain, and curse out God, which is kind of what I do. But deep down, I do realize this. You can't really change this. So the best thing you can do is make the most of what you have. Sometimes I'm up all night recording videos. Sometimes I just find it, I usually record my videos outside. Sometimes I use headphones or I just go to a different environment and do it. But even when I'm here, I guess it's more of like, you really got to find out how you're going to make the most of what you have. And I don't really have that much. Like, I know it looks polished here on video, but I can promise you what I'm showing is not always what you see. So that's kind of one of the first points I wanted to mention. The second point is you really need, and this is, I would say, one of the most important factors of them all, or dot points, or whatever you want to call it. You really need to build that mental strength, the mental solitude in your head. And this is why I think essentially being here essentially strengthened my mind to a very, like, I would say, even though it sucked, it was super important because the life I dream of, it's going to require a lot of mental strength. And that is something, if you're ambitious, which I know you are, that's why you clicked on this video, that's probably one of the most essential traits you need to have. Because if you lack it, even if you do achieve your goal, you're going to end up losing it or won't be able to maintain it. Because if you don't have this, you're going to be in battle with yourself every day. You're going to think a thought, and because even though that thought is not true, but it makes you feel a certain way, that thought in your head will destroy you. So if you can't control your mind and strengthen yourself regardless of the noise, regardless of the distractions, regardless of whatever life throws at you or whatever situation you're in like me, if you can't get this down, you're pretty much fucked. And I'm sorry to break it to you. A lot of people want everything in life to be easy, straightforward. But if you go about life only wanting it to be that way, you're going to be living a very unfulfilled and actually way harder life than it should be. Because the truth is, life is hard and unfair for everyone, which kind of makes it easy and fair for everyone. That's how I look at it. So, in a way, get this down. If you get this down, there's really nothing you can't do, in my opinion. Because if you just train it and discipline it, you're pretty much 90% there. And the last and most important one of it all, I don't want to say believe in yourself because that's so vague, but I guess this is how I look at it. Do you want to be, this is how I saw it, like this semester, getting 100% in one of my classes, absolutely dominating this and making a full academic comeback to get in my desired course. It sounds so like risky to say, but you know what? I'm manifesting it. Fuck it. I'm manifesting it. Imagine you've been through hell. I'm talking on the verge of being homeless. I'll use me for an example because I don't really know you, but on the verge of being homeless, pulling all-nighters in your library, shit trying to distract you and emotionally abusing you, not even family, but like other people or maybe someone you like or whatever. Shit like that, all trying to absolutely destroy you, but you still came out the other side a champion. So all these bad situations or the environment you're in that seems as hell, imagine if you could still pull it off regardless of whatever God put you in or the life put you in. That will give you confidence you cannot explain. You will believe in yourself like never before. And to be honest, it's going to be such an amazing story that you will be able to tell your future generation, or a story you can just have to yourself and just walk around with that chip on your shoulder knowing that you done the impossible. That's probably one of the things, that's how I look at it. You can look at it any way you want, but if the best way I think to look at it is honestly like that. This video is pretty long. Wasn't expecting it to get that long. But anyway, I really hope this helps you. I think it's a very crucial thing because it's easy for everyone on social media to talk about success and say it's hard work, but no one considers that not everyone has the same starting point, and the same finish line. And I will make a video about that later, but right now it's about this. So anyway, I hope this helped you. Sorry it was a little bit long, but anyway, take some notes from that. I'll see you in the next one.